Hello, my name is Danny Wainstein, and for my summer internship experience, I worked at Camp Walden, a summer camp in northern Michigan. Camp Walden is a sleepaway summer camp located in Sheboygan, Michigan on Long Lake. It's been in operation since 1958, with summer 2020 the only year it wasn't open. Camp Walden runs two sessions over the course of the summer, with the first session being 4 weeks long and the second session being 3 weeks long. However, there is an orientation staff week at the beginning of the summer, meaning that camp is an 8 week long commitment for staff members. Camp Walden hires staff members from all over the world, with countries including the United Kingdom, Germany, Mexico, and France, among others. There are a wide range of activities that both campers and counselors can participate in, including sailing, farming, outdoor cooking, soccer, and basketball. As a child, I was a camper at Camp Walden for several years, and in 2021, I returned to work at Camp Walden as a camp counselor. However, that year, I invested a lot of time into leading the farm activities, and so in 2022, I was offered the position as the head of the farm, along with my original position as a camp counselor. As a camp counselor, I lived in a cabin with two co-counselors and a rotating cohort of sixth grade boys. This varied in size from up to 10 campers to down to 5. As a camp counselor, I instructed and co-instructed a variety of activities, including mainly farming, but also sailing, outdoor cooking, and a jam session, which was an instrument session. I tended to the well-being of campers, both within my own activities and in my cabin cohort, acting in loco parentis, or in place of a parent in the eyes of the law. As a counselor, I provided guidance to my own campers as they developed their own independence and new skills, and I also facilitated, all counselors facilitate, in camp-wide special days, which are days where you run camp-wide activities such as color wars, capture the flag, and others. As the head of the farm, I was present at all of the farm periods. There were 4 in total, and every counselor has to work 8 activity periods, so I essentially worked half of my periods at the farm. I was responsible for feeding the animals, which included goats and chickens, and cleaning up their enclosures. We planted crops with the campers, including onions, radishes, and sugar peas, but we also tended to larger crops that were planted from before, such as tomatoes and pumpkins. I also collaborated with Ben Shipman, the camp sustainability ambassador, to help co-lead a new sustainability education program called Plant Force. With Plant Force, we were able to create long-term compost bins around camp, and we were also able to organize events such as a camp-wide Earth Day. We had 2 camp-wide Earth Days, but the second one during second session happened on a rainy day, so it wasn't as successful as the first Earth Day. Overall, I thought Camp Walden was a great professional experience. It was a great way for me to be able to apply some of my lessons I've learned in both scientific and community development based courses here in SENR. I was able to form connections from around the world, and I've even learned of a potential internship opportunity for next summer through Camp Walden. For potential staff members watching this video, potential future staff members, at Camp Walden, you essentially get out of it whatever you put into it. So if you bring a new skill to the table, you can form your own lessons and get to develop it. However, how much you get out of it depends on the energy you put in. If you go to Camp Walden with a negative outlook or do not intend to put in the work required, you will not enjoy this experience. However, but for me, I was able to find fulfillment in leading my farm activities with energy, and I believe I was able to make an impact on children as a result.